So another aspect to Joe Biden's career is his willingness to go above and beyond in compromising with Republicans, also known as giving away the farm. So here's a compilation of times over the years where he has said, in no uncertain terms, Social Security and Medicare are on the table to be cut.
Whatever happened to that old conservative discipline about paying for what you spend? I'm up for re-election this year, and I'm going to remind everybody what I did at home, which is going to cost me politically. When I argued that we should freeze federal spending, I meant Social Security as well. I meant Medicare and Medicaid. I meant veterans benefits. I meant every single solitary thing in the government. And I not only tried it once, I tried it twice, I tried it a third time, and I tried it a fourth time. Somebody has to tell me in here how we're going to do this hard work without dealing with any of those sacred cows. Ladies and gentlemen, the American people know we have to fix Social Security. They know we can't grow our way to a solution. They know we're going to have to make some tough decisions. They're ready to make these decisions. They're ready to step up. We have to be ready to straightforwardly tell them what we're about to do. Paul Ryan was correct. When he did the tax code, what's the first thing he decided we had to go after? Social Security and Medicare. Now, we need to do something about Social Security and Medicare. That's the only way you can find room to pay for it. Now, I don't know a whole lot of people in the top 1/10 of 1%, where the top 1% are relying on Social Security when they retire. I don't know a lot of them. Maybe you guys do. So we need a pro-growth progressive tax code that treats workers as job creators as well, not just investors, that gets rid of unprotected loopholes like stepped-up basis. And it raises enough revenue to make sure that the Social Security and Medicare can stay, still needs adjustments, but can stay.
What he's calling for there is, in that last video, is means testing Social Security and Medicare. Well, it would be Social Security. Just so you know, that changes it from a universal program to a welfare program. And once it becomes a welfare program, it is ripe to get cut because it's easier to malign and demonize as, parasites, leeches, moochers who are just, leeching off the system. So that would be a disastrous idea. And he said he's tried to cut it repeatedly. And we have to deal with it. What the implication there is, and I'm sure he went on to say it, but you just didn't see it in the clip, is that, to deal with the deficit and the debt. So in other words, this is the exact rhetoric of the Republicans. The exact rhetoric is, we got to deal with the debt and the deficit. We got to deal with it. So, there's only one way to do it, and that's we got to make some tough choices when it comes to Medicare and Medicaid. That means, and Social Security, that means cutting it. That's what that means, cutting it. And they got crafty ways where they get around just flat out saying it. Reform it is what they say. Again, that means cut it. And they also want to change the cost of living increase to make it less. Again, that's an effective cut in the program. So notice, when you debt monger and deficit monger, it always ends up, I'm going to end up coming for the programs that help regular people and are wildly successful and have sky-high approval ratings. It's never, I'm going to debt monger and deficit monger, and we have to stop all these offensive wars. We have to cut the military budget. It's way too much. We have to cut the bailouts that we do to Wall Street. Can't afford them. Can't do them. We can't do subsidies to companies like ExxonMobil, to the oil industry. Can't do it. Can't afford it. How are we going to pay for it? Can't do pork barrel projects. Got to cut out the pork barrel projects. It's never, ever, 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 let's cut the stuff that actually should be cut. It's always, we got to cut it, so let's go right for the stuff that is like last on the list of stuff that the American people would cut. So I just want everybody to see this video because at least now you understand. Bernie Sanders is out there talking about increasing Social Security. increasing it. He wants Medicare for all. So that's what he's in favor of. Joe Biden not only doesn't take the position of just leave it alone, his position is cut it. That is a great summation of the difference between a corporate Democrat and a lefty Democrat.